Hey gang, Tony Bevilacqua coming at you today from the park. And it's just about ready to rain here, so I'm kind of watching the rain come down as I speak. I'm in this nice pavilion here, as you can see. But anyway, so not why I'm here. The reason I'm here today is because I want to give you some insight on how to know when you found the right coach, or things to look for when you are looking for a coach. Because if you're here with me right now, I know that you're a guy over the age of 40, and it's likely you've got some body fat that's accumulated over the years. It's likely that you're a little frustrated with that situation and you'd like to turn things around because, carrying a little extra body fat will lead to all kinds of different problems. One of them being that you just don't feel as good about how you look, right? And when you don't feel as good about how you look, it does affect how you carry yourself and how you perceive yourself and how you feel others may perceive you, right? And, it's unfortunate because we all deserve to look good. And when we look good, we feel good, right? So anyways, not exactly why I'm here, but if you're here, that's probably one of the struggles that you're having. And that's what I've decided to work on as a coach, is to help folks, guys over the age of 40, because that's who I am. I'm a 45-year-old guy who sort of cracked the code on this thing. I've been able to stay very, very lean and very, very fit and very, very healthy, despite some pretty big setbacks earlier in my life. But anyways, again, not why I'm here. But hey, if you're still with me, I appreciate that. And there's a few things that we look for when we're looking for a coach. And in this space, health, fitness, nutrition, I hate to call myself a weight loss coach because it's so much more than that. It really is. It's almost like life coaching. We want to change. We have to change more than just the way that your body looks. And when we change some of the things in your life, some of the ways that you think, some of the habits that you have, it will literally change your life, right? So the weight loss end of this thing is kind of like the tip of the spear, if you will, right? But we have to look at what's going on, or the tip of the iceberg, right? We have to look at what's going on underneath the water to really make a significant transformation. And that leads me into the number one thing to look for when you're looking for a coach. A good coach has tactics and strategies, but tactics and strategies, quite honestly, are not good enough, because all of the tactics and all of the strategies, for the most part, are already out there to find. You can go on YouTube, you can go on Google, you can buy a book, you can, the information is everywhere, right? So the tactics and the strategies, quite honestly, are really not that valuable. I like to think that my approach is unique. I've never heard of anybody that's done it the way that I do it. One of the things that I've tried to do is make things very, very simple, which I've done very, very well. And but it's not about the tactics and strategies. So even though I've got amazing tactics and strategies, one of the more important things is what is the level of knowledge and experience around helping others really transform their lives, right? Because like I said before, one of the things we're trying to do is we're trying to change not just your weight, but change the way that you think, right? We need to almost create a little different identity than the one that you're already carrying, right? The one that you're already carrying, the best way to find out what your identity is, or what you're identifying yourself as, is to take your shirt off, stand in the mirror, and describe yourself. There's your identity. That's what you, and bring all the emotion to it, right? Not just I've got a 36-inch waist. Like, those things are fine, but bring the emotions to it. When you're standing in the mirror and you're looking at yourself, how do you feel? How would you describe yourself? Bring some emotion to that. And that's the identity that you're carrying with you right now. And if you want to change that identity, you have to start thinking differently, right? And part of this is thinking in a way that will manifest itself into a completely different person. You almost have to start believing that you're the person that you want to become right now. Okay, so let me just give you an example. If you're standing there in the mirror and you're saying that you're fat and that you're ugly and that nobody finds you attractive, and that you feel bad about yourself for letting yourself go. These are all of the stories and all of the things that have come up over the years that you are likely telling yourself, right? And we need to be able to stand in front of that mirror and confidently say, like, I look amazing. I feel amazing. I've got a great body. Other people find me attractive. I think I am attractive. Like, you have to legitimately believe that stuff, because if you don't believe that stuff, there's a really good chance that it's never going to manifest. And it's something that I like to call delusional optimism. And I want to give credit where credit's due, but somebody else came up with that phrase, that wording. But I think it's just so important to understand that you have to be a bit delusionally optimistic in order to reach some goals that may seem a bit unachievable, okay? So when you're finding a coach, you want them to be able to have the wisdom and to be able to have the foresight to know what you're truly capable of. Like, and if they've had their own experience, that's important too. And I'll just give you an example. Like, for me, I'm a cancer survivor, and way back in the day, when I was diagnosed with cancer the first time, I didn't make any changes. I still got quote unquote cured, and then it came back, and the second time I'm like, all right, now stuff's got to change, right? The first time I went through cancer and I didn't make any changes, I kept looking in the mirror and viewing myself as an unhealthy cancer patient. That's who I was. That's who I became in my first round. Poor me. I'm a cancer victim. I'm a cancer patient. I'm super sick. I'm unhealthy. You know, at the time, my wife, you know, we were just married, and she's still my wife today. Love her to death. And she's, you know, I'm not good enough for her. She doesn't deserve this. You know, it was awful. Second time through, I'm like, fuck this. I am the healthiest motherfucker on this planet, even though I was going to battle cancer the second time. And it was only through that delusional optimism that I'm able to be here with you today. I truly believe that. And I think it's just really important to understand that you have to really view the possibilities. And if you have somebody that knows what's possible, somebody that's been through some of these struggles before, it's the only way that we can really create some sustainable success. Because again, sustainability is the most important thing. There's plenty of tactics and strategies out there that are going to get you down 30 pounds in 30 days, but I promise you it's going to be unsustainable, right? Again, it goes back to, how do we change the way that you think? So when you're looking for a coach, find somebody who's got some experience, who's been down some of these difficult journeys before, and even better, somebody who has helped others through these journeys. And you know, why me? Well, I told you one of my stories. The other interesting thing is, after my second bout of cancer, when I came out the other side as a healthier, super healthy guy, I decided to commit all of my career to coaching others. So it's what I've done for the last 15 years. I was coaching before that, but my coaching changed dramatically after an experience like that. So for the last 15 years, it's all I've done. So I've helped others realize some potential that they probably didn't even realize was possible. But I can see it. I know what you're capable of. And you're capable of way more of what you may think. And you're capable of way more than where you are right now. And you need a coach to be able to believe in you, to see that stuff. Okay? Like, sincerely believe it. And know that there's going to be obstacles along the way. There's going to be, it's hard. It's hard. So having somebody there to walk with you at your side, and to encourage you, and to tell you that it's okay to have a bad day, and that you need to keep thinking forward, and you need to come up with more of a growth mindset, as opposed to a mindset that would be more of the victim type mentality. And maybe I don't need to tell you that at all, but you know, it's good to have somebody there who believes in you and believes in your potential. Hopefully you can still hear me, because the rain's starting to come down pretty hard. But here's the other thing that you need to do, or that you should be looking for with a coach. You need to find someone who has who has been able to lay out a step-by-step solution to get you to the place that you ultimately want to go. Right? There's a lot of good, very smart, very intelligent coaches out there, but a lot of them they don't have a process. They don't have a path for you to follow. It's a little chaotic, sporadic, fly by the seat of your pants kind of deal. I find a lot of coaches in this space are sort of unsure. It's a very young industry, so there's not a lot of experience in this space. And quite honestly, it doesn't take much to be able to post an ad on Facebook. So anybody can really do it. So you have to be very careful with who you're going to bring on, what kind of experience they really have, and to make sure that not only do they have the knowledge, but also that they have the step-by-step program to follow on this journey. When somebody understands something at a high level, it becomes very, very easy for them to be able to create a solution that's literally step-by-step. And that's exactly what you're going to need. And then, of course, to create the support around it. Okay? So find somebody that's got the step-by-step solution. Find somebody that sees in you the potential that you truly have. And then the next step would be to make sure that you connect yourself to that individual. Like, whatever it takes, when you find that, we'll call it gold, connect to that individual and run with it. And that's exactly what we do in our program. So look, if you'd like some help with some of this stuff, let me know. Go ahead and hit me up in the comments, or go ahead and shoot me a direct message. And mad success to you, and I'll talk to you soon.